Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to more Let's Play Spyro the Dragon for the PlayStation. In the last episode, we beat the entire Magic Crafted world. This episode, we get to fight the Beast Makers. And I just want to show this off before we do anything. There is an inventory screen, and it shows everything so far. We'll go back to the very first area. As you can see at the top, there's all my eggs. Our total treasure, 5,500. We have 46 dragons. And episode 4, and we're already 55% done with the game. So we're really short game, making good progress. As you can see, it has the name of the world and all the levels, the treasure, and the dragons, however many out of however many total. And as you can see, we are totally on track for 100% of the game. Now, that being said, this episode is going to be the first episode where we do not get an entire level done in one sitting. And I'll tell you why, because this level, this is, I keep saying it, this is where it gets hard, this is where it gets hard, whatever. This is where it literally gets hard. This certain area, that's just purple or green ooze, whatever color it is, this certain area has a specific level in it, ouch, that I literally cannot figure out a solution to as an adult. I could as a kid, can't as an adult. Here's our first level here. Terrace Village. This is not the level. I will point it out to you when we get to it. First thing we're going to do is complete the overworld.
Nasty Nork is turning our swamp into an electrified junk heap. And it used to be so beautiful.
I'm sure it was.
See, talks like that are kind of constructive, but not really. I mean, you know, whatever. There is a small jump scare, too, in this overworld. I'll show you that here soon. Here's a pig. Very large piggy pig. You can flame those things for some reason. And that pig is actually what's scary. It's over here to the right. I will show you momentarily. Another pig. Misty Bog. This is also not the level with the shitty part in it. Just making sure there's no gems behind the levels. Now, think about this. Here's the jump scary part over here. You go, oh, here's some gems. Aren't these nice? And then, boom, just a pig just randomly fucking runs out from behind it and tries to shove your dragon ass off the side. And you tell it, no, this is my level, my lives I'm going to keep. You don't have any say over it. I don't remember any gem totals from the entire game. So if I say something like, I don't remember how many gem totals are here, that's just for filler. I'm just bullshitting you. Well, actually, that's really not bullshit, because I really don't know, but just trying to fill time. This is the flight level, Wild Flight. Probably going to do that this episode. I'm hoping to get... Can you go on the whirlwind, please? Thank you. Hoping to get the majority of the world done in this video. That being said, Cletus...
Spyro, it's great.
You know what? I don't even care what you have to say the rest of it because you don't have a southern accent like I thought you would. Cletus. And again, the reason I do the entire overworld first is because I honestly probably could do it level by level and then collect gems in the meantime, but the simple fact is I don't want, just in case I miss some gems, I don't want to have to go back around and try to collect them. Treetops. Here's the level. Fuck it. Just fuck that level. Fuck it right in the butt. I mean, if you took a coat hanger and you bent it in a certain way to where you could fuck that level in the butt, I would let you. Because that's alright with me. Fuck that level. Dude, I hate treetops. It is the bane of my Spyro existence. And you'll see once we get to it. Probably not in this episode, to be honest with you. Probably next episode, because there's a certain solution that I need to look up. I can't do it on camera because I will waste just copious amounts of time. Copious? Is that a proper term? Copious? I know gratuitous is, but I go to gratuitous all the time. I'm trying to expand my vocabulary here. Every day. I want to learn more words that aren't in my head otherwise. So I finally watched the finale to The Amazing Race. The latest season of The Amazing Race. And I was very, very happy with the winner. In case you haven't seen it yet, for some reason, I won't spoil it for you. But the team that won was a team that I wanted to win. I really, really liked them. And I wish I could do something that fucking cool. Nothing up there. I really, really wish that I could do something like that, like Amazing Race or Big Brother. I'd also be interested in doing Big Brother, or a certain reality show that isn't on anymore, and I wish it was because it was my favorite when it was on. Don't know if I've talked about this before, but if I have, I'll just go into a little bit more detail about it after going into... That's Metalhead. I don't want to do the boss. I need it. Oh, I got the key. Yeah, that's right. Boom. Is that it? Am I good? 300? 3 for 300. Good? 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 There it is. Alright, 300 out of 300. What level should we do first? I think we'll go do that Terrace Village first here at the beginning of the area. Alright, so there was a show on... It technically ran for 5 seasons in the U.S. and then it just fizzled out pretty much. But it was on the earliest seasons of it were on when reality TV, competitive reality TV, was in its infancy, and this show is called The Mole. Not sure if I've ever talked about it. Not sure if anybody knows what I'm talking about. Probably not. There was a show, reality competitive TV show called The Mole, and it was my favorite running, while it was running, reality show. And the main reason being that it was the kind of show that you needed to be smart in order to win. It wasn't something like Survivor or kind of The Amazing Race, stuff like that, where, you know, the majority of the time a really young, fit, you know, guy would come in and just kind of sweep the competitions. Because, for example, season 2 of Survivor, Colby, everybody remember Colby? He came in there and he just cleaned up. He really did. Just challenge after challenge, whatever. Just he made a mockery of the game almost. Now, granted, he didn't win. He got second place. But, I mean, he still did really, really well. And he actually got some endorsement deals out of it. He got an endorsement deal with Gillette Razors, I believe. Colby did. Second season of Survivor, Australian Outback. Look that up if you're curious. But my point is that in this game, because I really like this game because I felt like it was a game that I would have been good at if I ever would have gotten on it. So here's the basic premise to the show. It's called The Mole because one of the contestants, quote unquote, was hired by the show to sabotage the games that the team would play. For example, Season 1 had 10 contestants, Season 2 had 14, and one of which in each season was the Mole. And I'm pretty sure it was $1 million both seasons. But the team would play, games for certain amounts of money. 20 grand, 30 grand, smaller games for 5 grand, whatever. Eventually, all of which equaling up to $1 million. I don't think that was legit at all. Oh, screw you, I died. The most they could win is $1 million. And it got to the point where, I say that a lot. Stop it, VC. Don't, Brandon, fucking stop it. It was such a good show because it was all about, lying and deceit and whatever, but that wasn't the reason it was good. The reason it was good is because, if you were really smart about things and you had a good eye for detail, you would excel in this game. Okay, here's the way it worked. One person was the mole, everybody else were just, honest contestants trying to win as much money as they could to put in the pot, and at the very end of the season, the pot would go to the winner. The finale would involve 3 players, one being the winner, one being the loser, and one being the mole. Now, the second season was my my favorite season of all 5 of them because they did a first season with 10 contestants, which was a good season. It wasn't horrible, but it was, not as good as the second one. They did 2 seasons, and then they did 2 celebrity seasons, which were meh at best because they didn't have very many people in them. I believe each celebrity season had no more than 8 people, when the second legitimate season had 14 people, which was awesome. And the only reason I bring this up too is because I recently found a channel on YouTube that has, I think, 4 of the 5 US seasons and even an Australian season of The Mole, which I actually might watch here soon once I get the time. So I really, really like that show. So I won't spoil it for anybody who's semi-interested in watching this show, but I'll give you an example of kind of the games that they played and things like that, just to kind of pique your interest. It was the kind of show where each player was given a journal to keep notes in about who they thought the mole was, whatever. And I thought that was the coolest thing, you know. You're only as good at the game as your mind lets you be. You take notes on who you think is the mole. And I think also one of the most unique things about this show is that, unlike Survivor or Big Brother or stuff like that, where eliminations depend on votes from other players, in this show, you know, because I guess the main strategy of a Survivor or a Big Brother or something like that would be not to be a dick, so people like you enough to where they don't vote you out. But in this, the way people got eliminated was, I just heard a crash. Oh wow, that was kind of hard to see. Jeez. Staircase up to here. Textures. Nice thing about this show is that the way people got eliminated was, at the end of every episode, every contestant would take a quiz. A little 10-question quiz about who they thought the mole was. And the person who got the lowest score on the quiz would leave. And whenever it was a tie, it was the person who got the lowest score and took the longest amount of time to complete the quiz. And I love that concept. I really, really do. And especially when you put 14 people in it and it could be just anybody, you know? I love that. I don't know why, I just do. Got a glide over here. Some gems here. Some more gems here. This is a good example of a Spyro level where you get to the end, you find a vital launching pad from where you have to jump, and you basically have to backtrack. Kind of annoying, but kind of, you know, whatever. As long as you get all the gems, who cares, right? So here's a good example of a very fun game that they played, and this was in the first season of The Mole. And I won't give you any results of it for those of you who might want to watch it, but it was really, really, really interesting, considering all the other games I see played on stuff like Big Brother, Survivor, whatever the fuck. This was really unique. When they got down to the last 3 people in the game, they put all 3 of them in separate hotel rooms, in the hotel, obviously, and they locked them in, and they all had to figure out how to get out. And they had phones in their rooms, obviously, it's a hotel, so they could call one another, and they had clues for each other, and they had to relay the clues back and forth, whatever. Then one person would get it out, and then, you know, they'd have to get the second person out, and then all 3 of the people had to be out of their rooms and in the lobby of the hotel in like an hour and a half, I think the time limit was. And that was the whole game. Really, really unique concept. I love that. I really, really like that. It's, in my opinion, a lot better than, you know, something you could see on a Survivor. Something along those lines. And the neat thing about that too is, not to give away any spoilers or anything, but I did hear on oh, this one's tough. This one's really tough. Fuck this one. In that particular challenge that I just described, the mole did not know anything about what was going to happen. Any of the oh, I just gave away the gender of the mole. I gotta cut that out. That specific person did not know anything about the way the game worked, because normally that person was fed information by the producers of the show to, you know, ways to sabotage the games, as was their job. But in this specific case, the mole did not know anything about the game, so they were playing it as like a real contestant, which I thought was really nice, you know? Like the very last game of the season, like the biggest game, and I think it was worth like, I want to say it was worth like a 100 grand or something. Like it was a big portion of the pot, and I think it was really neat that they let the mole get involved with that challenge, even though that they didn't have any shot at the money themselves. Not gonna make this. There's a chest. There's a chest. There's a plane. All right, got to go against the flow of traffic of the planes. Not gonna make it unless there's a plane right here. No plane. No plane. Oh, got that one. Oh, I'm not gonna get the last one. Shit. Oh, I didn't have all the boats. Oh, I missed a boat. Oh, damn. All right. So as you can see, whoops. As you can see, they changed it up a little bit. There are boats in this one for the first time ever, and I'm honestly not sure of a proper alignment that I need to take. Although I do know normally when I play this level, I usually hit the plane area last. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. Boats and arches first. Planes and chests last. So here's a boat here. Boat. There's another boat there. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Go through the arch. Whoa! Pull around the side. Where's that boat? Oh, you're not going to get away from me. Alright. So just chests and planes. Chest. 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 Shoot. You don't. It kind of gets confusing. You're not sure which one you should go for because you can hit both at the same time. All right. This time I'm going to go against the flow of traffic. Let's do the smart thing. Shit. Okay, there's four planes in each rotation. And what I mean by that are, there are 4 planes going through this little alcove full of water, and there are 4 planes going up top there, and that's the pattern you need to take. It makes sense if you think about it. Just think about it for a second. Think about it? Okay, it makes sense. Trust me. I have an email. Email on my phone. All right, 1 level, and the flight level down, and the overworld. So I just need 1 more, or 2 more regular levels, and the boss level. But fuck treetops. So let's go do Misty Bog first. I won't give away the allure of treetops, what makes it so difficult. I guess I'll leave that for next video once I figure out the solution. Now this one's actually this level is, I mean, it's okay. I kind of feel like it's really kind of creepy actually for being a lit level. First of all, these things here, oh, I forgot. I remember I was watching a Let's Play of this exact game, and I remembered when I got to this spot, I was going to talk about something in reference to my life about those enemies. Those grassy things there. Okay, first of all, fuck these little frogs, because they have really long range like tongues and they can get you from far away. Those grassy things over there, they remind me of a certain toy that I had when I was a lot younger. Now, this toy, I believe, was from Burger King, I think? And it looked very, very similar to this. It had to do with an R.L. Stine book, Goosebumps. There was a certain Goosebumps book, and I hope somebody knows what I'm talking about, because I was never a guy to read Goosebumps as a kid, but I was very familiar with the popularity of the books. They were very popular when I was little. There was a certain Goosebumps book where there was it was like a, screw you pig, there was like I don't know how to describe it, like a certain gerbil. And I know that sounds weird. It was like a mutated gerbil or like a zombie gerbil. It was a gerbil that kind of looked like it had a disease. A diseased gerbil. I've talked about weirder things on my videos, trust me. A diseased gerbil is what it looked like. And it was a toy. It was made out of rubber and it was hollow. and it had teeth, and it could be turned inside out. It was interchangeable, and it could be turned into, I forget what the other side was. It was like a gerbil, and then something else. I don't remember what it was. But if anybody, A, knows what I'm talking about, and B, or has one of these toys, I'll suck you off for one. That sounds weird. I won't do that. I'll give you a hand job. Is that better? Okay, yeah, hand job. I'll give you a hand job for one. Like, if you were to, like, send me one of those toys, because I got rid of that a long time ago. I think that was yard sale fodder, and I kind of regret it. Because you know how when you get older and you remember certain special toys from your childhood, you're like, okay, I had a lot of toys, but, you know, this or that were some of the few that I really, really remembered. That was one of them for me. Like, I know all the toys that came from Happy Meals and Burger King and whatever, they were really interchangeable, and they didn't really mean a whole lot because they were, you know, little cheap, crappy toys. This one, however, I don't know why, I just remember it really well. Maybe like the freakiness of it or something? I don't know. So, the gimmick to this level is just to kind of, I mean, I think the total for this level, gem-wise, is actually 500. Just a certain thing you got to figure out. First of all, there's a dragon here. Bubba. You know, I know a Bubba. Not Hubba Bubble. I know a Bubba. His real name's William Robert. And, okay, that was stupid. And the only reason I bring that up is because, and I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know why I never talked about it. His name is Bubba, and he is actually the cousin to NASCAR driver Matt Kenseth Green, which I thought is the neatest thing. Like, I know someone who is related to somebody famous. Like, that's the neatest thing. I also know, if anybody, okay, words and sentences. If anybody is familiar with the comedian Todd Glass, I know his nephew, which I thought was a pretty neat thing too. I think that's it when it comes to me knowing famous people's relatives. I think. Other than like autographs I've gotten of some famous people. I still need to put a picture of fucking... I have an autographed picture of Miley Cyrus. I think I'm gonna put that in the video. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna take a picture. Yeah, there's 500. Fuck me. I think I'm gonna take a picture of my autographed picture of Miley Cyrus and put it in the video right about now. I'm gonna hate myself later when I'm editing, but because I'm gonna have to find it. If I can find it, I'll have to find it. I think it's in this closet right behind me. But if I can find it, I'm going to take a picture of it with my phone and then put it in the video. A lot of people don't fucking believe me. I knew someone of someone, and I took it, and that's, or I got it, and Miley Cyrus, not Hannah Montana. She signed it Miley, and she signed one for my sister too. That's why I don't hate her, because she was nice enough to do something for my sister. I'm not necessarily very fond of say Selena Gomez, and I hate Justin Bieber, but Miley, you're all right with me, girlfriend. Where are these last gems? First of all, I need some fodder. I don't have a sparks around me. Can't go back there. Probably gonna die. Oh yeah, the little twinkles. I forgot to mention that. The way that you can... Oh, it's over there. I remember now. The way that you can tell... Oh, why didn't I go over here last time? The way that you can tell where gems are, you can see twinkles way, way off in the distance. Oh, he just fell in the water. Of certain gems that are just in view. Alright, this part is actually really hard when it comes to enemies. See, look at that. Look at that bullshit. Stupid ass tongues. I'm probably gonna die here. Up here in a second, because you get to a point where... Screw you, frog. Look at all these... Look! Look at all those enemies. With the long range of the tongues. You know what? Screw it. The long range of the tongues. Yeah, see, there's pretty much no way you can do that without taking a hit. I gotta go all the way back there. the long range of the tongues divided by the circumference of, you know, the shields of the enemies minus the square root of pi times the amount of waffles I had last Tuesday. Somebody do that math. I think the waffles I had Tuesday, I was 16. Whoa, I did a barrel roll again. That's interesting. I need something new to eat when it comes to daily. I have a bad habit of falling into the same, like, bullshit routine. And I say that because every time I go grocery shopping, I buy the exact same thing for myself for lunch at work. And then all the stuff I eat at home, I just buy all the same shit. Which I need to start buying new stuff. Oh, like, did he kill that chicken, or did I? I think he might have. As you can see, he's sitting there with a little acme trap, like, I need to catch this, whatever. Alright, so these frogs, you can kill them with both fire and charge. That being said, they usually hit you first with their fucking little tongues. And in this section, it's more strategic to go in charging, because you can kill all the enemies in the area with a charge, but you can't with flame. Another dragon here. Damon.
Thanks for releasing me. It seems like I've been trapped in here since I was your age. No, no. Why, I remember... gotta go.
There we go. Thank you for releasing me. Something like that. I know there's one at least one octave higher, but that one will suffice if we don't find the other one. Alright, gems around the side. Around the outside. Around the outside. Do I have them all? Ah, you fucking kidding me. Alright, I'm gonna pop ahead until I find the very last blue gem that I missed. Oh, here we go. I don't know why I never went back there. Okay, so on the next episode, we are going to 100% the treetops level, the worst level in existence, and we are also going to beat the boss level, and probably some stuff after that in the next world, which I don't remember the name of. Sound alright? Okay, so until then, I'm Broken Champion. We're done here. Right after I save. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save so I don't have to do all this bullshit again. Ugh. Burp. Save game. You can replay the dragons too while you're on that pad. Alright, we're done here. See you later.